that come from the Freedmen's Bureau, which got some text that they didn't know what the hell it was dealing with. So the Antichrist, the top of the spear is called Ain, which is called the Great Mother, blackness. Ain is called antimatter, triple blackness of space. Antichrist is talking about the mother and the son. So Ain would be a symbolic of the great Isis, of the great Mary. It's talking about the womb. The womb would be Ain. So Antichrist, Ain, which means anti, or nothingness. From the nothing you get the absolute. The nothingness would be the nothingness would be the triple blackness of space up was called. So the nothingness, or what you call the Antichrist, and means black. So the Antichrist is talking about the black Christ. To put it plainly, so you can understand. And it's interesting that you ask this question. You see what I'm saying? Because that's all a part of it. You can't go nowhere until you get things right. The yin and the yang. The black Christ, the yin and the yang. In the beginning is what? Darkness. You see what I'm saying? Lucifer just means pineal gland, light bringer. Lucifer, the light bringer. Just means pineal gland. Satan, Sutan, means the base of the spine, the top of the spine and the base of the skull, which is medulla oblongata, the mouth of God. Satan, get behind me. This is the symbol of Satan gets behind me, which is, in Egypt, the Christ is Horus. Har-Sut. Sut is the ancient word for set, and set on Har-Sut. Sut is behind him, which is the melanin, or which is the black cloud where your light seed or your soul is housed in a black cloud inside of you. That's called a cosmic universe. So what we're talking about here, before we go on, we're going to get deeper into this, is a series of advanced knowledge of the soul in the text. So all the thing that you say is evil is actually good. They tell you that in Job. God and the devil in Job is one and the same. The word devil comes from the word diabos, and the word diabos is an ancient word for double, and it's talking about your double nature or your double soul or your double self. You get it? See? You see? Your double self. You see? Jacob wrestled with the angel all night, which is the blackness. And in the day, he saw, in the morning when daybreak, he saw what? Pineal, which was called what? The face of God, which is the Christ. The great face in ancient Greece is called Horus. In ancient Egypt is Heru, the great face of God. You see, this is metaphysical terminology. So if I'm going to get, like I said, I made the scenario the last time. So I'm going to come up to you and say, well, I worship a Hebrew Christ too. You know, I'm a Hebrew, black Hebrew, and a month come up to me some nigga from Greece, or from Rome. I worship a Hebrew Christ too. He the Messiah. Or what's his name? Our Messiah's name is Metatron. Adoni. Got several names for the Messiah. Shekinah. That's the Messiah. What's yours? Jesus. That's like me coming up to you and saying, I worship a black Christ too. Well, what's the name of your Christ? And you go to Dumb Child Pain. You don't know. That's why you don't see no ancient Hebrews ever believed in that bullshit. But as far as the book, the scriptures come from all over the world. They put them all together. Right. Take Jesus out and put yourself in there, and you break the mystery to the Bible. You are the Christ that the book is talking about. King of Kings and Lord of Lords. That's you. What's that, brother?
About the, that's why the Jews don't, they still waiting on the Messiah.
Right.
Before the book, you said with Jesus.
Right, they still waiting on the Messiah because all the ancient cultures had something called eschatology, which means that the Messiah don't come until the end of the world. He don't come no 2,000 years ago get his ass killed. Now what do they mean by the second coming? He had come thousands of years before as Osiris, Dionysus, Set, And he'd fallen down to the lowest part of the earth, which is called hell. We are the fallen gods, or the fallen angels. And the second coming is he second coming back into his Christhood. We fell from the heavens, or we got trapped in a physical body. Our second coming is you coming again to your Christhood. You used to be called a race full of Christ. They used to call them the Nephilim in the Bible, the giants. But they fell, which means they gathered a physical body. Let me explain. They fell. They gathered a physical body. Let me explain something. See if I can find it in this. It's in several things. It's in the Gnostic scripture. But yeah. They fell. Listen. Now, so it wasn't that Jesus got crucified 2,000 years ago on a cross and all that old bullshit. That's garbage. Your cross is your body. You fell into the physical body. You fell into your cross. As I say, bear your cross. You fell into your body. As the human race became more and more addicted to the world of senses and appearances, the physical world, the inner celestial vision, which is your third eye, and the world of the divine body with its divine human soul faded. They lost their inner vision as a kind of spiritual amnesia. Can be said to have led back to the dismembering of the Lord's body and merely the natural consciousness of mankind. Thus Eden disappeared from the human consciousness to become merely a myth. The divine man could be said to have disappeared again beneath the water of external phenomena of the world. So what happened was this. At one time, we were radiating on an advanced divine level. And what you call the invisible world or the unseen real that they tell you to have faith in was visible. It was a whole nother damn party room. And you was the damn leaders of it. Doing what the hell you wanted because you were gods. The vibratory rate fell because of another entity that trapped us in this particular dimension. It fell, and as it fell, we became more and more and more physically into the physical realm. And the spiritual world started becoming, the spiritual world, or what you call the invisible world now, which is the real world, Eden or heaven, started becoming dim. At one time, the physical world was dim, which is an illusion. And as you fell, the physical world became more visible, and you started depending on these two eyes, which is a cheat, and the spiritual world became invisible. And you get that in dreams now. That's the key. You get it in the dream world, and you get it in what you call visions. But you also get it every day in your thoughts. That's, you just don't, you get the most miraculous shit. You ever walk over there and have a thought, you be like, whew. Right. But you've been taught that don't listen to your thoughts, because that's all fucked up. And don't talk to yourself.
You can also read minds.
Yeah, you can read, don't talk to yourself. Start back talking to yourself. Because the physical doesn't exist. It's only a slowed down vibratory rate. The real self is on the inside, so when you talk to yourself, you're becoming more and more unconscious in identifying with that true self, which is yourself. So this is why I tell you don't talk to yourself. But every time you get by yourself, you talk by your damn self. Yeah.